The Israeli army has been accused of using a deadly type of smoke bomb over densely populated parts of the Gaza Strip. Human Rights Watch says the Israelis should face war crimes charges for using the shells indiscriminately, causing needless deaths. The Israeli military says it acted within international laws. ABC correspondent Philip Williams reports from Jerusalem. And a warning, his story contains some graphic images.
According to Human Rights Watch, the dramatic shell burst did far more than just create smoke. Burning fragments spread over civilian areas, they say, schools, houses, United Nations buildings. As long as there was oxygen, the phosphorus fragments kept burning deep into victims' bodies, causing horrific injuries and in some cases death. The Israeli Defence Force says it didn't use the weapon in built-up areas, but we found this house where 5 family members were burnt to death, others injured, when a shell crashed through the roof. Human Rights Watch investigators have no doubt about the type of shell.
We've got the remnants of a 155mm artillery shell that contained white phosphorus. This is clearly a violation of the Geneva Conventions. These types of shells should never be used in populated areas.
The Israeli Defence Force questions the credibility of the Human Rights Watch report, saying it fails to acknowledge Hamas was fighting in urban areas.
The Israel Defense Forces do not use any weapons against civilians. The munitions in question are used as a smokescreen on the battlefield, as is used by Western countries.
But this was not open ground. This was a United Nations-run school. And this is the UN compound where vital humanitarian aid was destroyed after fires broke out. Human Rights Watch says an independent inquiry is vital.
If you are reckless and indifferent to the lives of civilians, and you have no military justification for putting them at risk and harming them, then yes, we're talking about a war crime.
The Israeli Defence Force says the results of its own investigations will be released soon, but with a clear denial of wrongdoing, there is unlikely to be any admission of culpability. The report is unlikely to change many people's opinions here because while the war was popular and there are now questions about the results, the methods are nowhere near as contentious. Philip Williams, ABC News, Jerusalem.